in a little sense, little degree, they can understand, but they cannot take any action. They also don't. Some are even not understand also. Some can understand, but they don't know the precautions for it or what to do, what's the purpose. Muklito means human life only, but they are not very developed. Like in Bhagavatam we saw Kiratunandra Kulina Purkasha, Yavana Shamba Abhirapasha. They are also human beings, but they are not very developed in their intelligence. That's why sometimes they cannot ask why I am suffering in this world. But when generally human beings, they are because in certain degrees, they less or more they can understand I am suffering in this world. Somehow I got stuck in this material world, and how can I get free from this material world? So if they try, then they can come out from these bonding conditions and they can make end of this material life. That's why Prahlad Maharaj from the in the next verses he was telling Yata hi purushasya yaha Vishnupadupasarpanam Yadesha sarva bhutanam Triyatmasya surit. Only in this material world, my dear classmates, only in this material world you can attain and you can attain the lotus feet of Vishnupadupasarpanam, lotus feet of the Sri Hari, and you can end this material life now. And everyone of us in our core heart there is Krishna pain, but it's not accessible right now. But you can, if you endeavor for it, you can awaken it, and you can make a good relationship with the Lord. Because why? Because He is Priya, Atmeshwara, Surit. He is the ever well-wisher of us. So that's why, my dear classmates, don't waste this time. So, and the next verse, Prahlad Maharaj was suggesting to them, Sukamendriyakam datta Dahayogana yoginam Sarvatra Bode Daiva Yatha Dukkham Ajatnata. This happiness and distress is like summer and rainy season and winter. By the time it will come. We don't need to make much endeavor for this. It will come by chance one after one. So don't waste your time. Take the time very seriously and work for it to make the relation with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So at first he presented the Sambandha Gyan to his classmates. Then he was telling the Ovidya what to do, how to do. So others bodies, animal bodies, or except human bodies are like tractors, and this human bodies like Mercedes Benz, very special and for a very significant purpose. So tractor is for plowing the land, and Mercedes is for luxury. If someone thinks that, if I plow the land with very costly vehicle, then the plowing will be very good made. So it's like a play of fool. A fool may think like that, but this Mercedes Benz is not for that. This Mercedes Benz is for very higher purpose, not plowing the land. So, this significant body which is meant for to back to the Godhead, it's a very special vehicle by which we can back to Godhead and attain the pure love. If we use this for which can be attained by this animal life also. These dogs, these hawks, they are also doing this very easily. A pigeon can sex 32 times in a day. So, but this body is not like that to do this. One time Radhashyam Prabhu was asking to Gauranga Prabhu, see, we are eating for 3 times, but these cows, whenever we are giving food to them, they are eating and eating. Why? It's very miraculous. And everything, you give food to birds, they are eating. You give food, monkeys, they are always eating. So then Gauranga Prabhu was replying, because we have some significant responsibilities. they don't have this. With this responsibilities, to read Shastras, to read Bhagavatam, to hear lectures, to do the devotee association. And then we can make sure the higher purpose of life. But they don't know the higher purpose of life. That's why they have no task, they are eating all the time. So if after getting this very special body, we are also indulged in this task, then it's very unfortunate matter. And Srila Prabhupada telling in a Parpar that we just forgot our real purpose after coming in this material world. Maybe Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote, "Bhuliya tumare sansar ashiya pe nababida betha." So we came here for a very great purpose, but after coming here, becoming indulged in illusions, we forgot our purpose and we are running behind sense gratification. Srila Prabhupada writing in the Parpar, everyone is running. They are running by 4 legs, we are running by 4 wheels. So we are running. What for we are running? For mere things. There is no difference between animal and human if there is no task of self-realization. Those who has no real purpose of life. We are seeing there are 750 crores of 750 crores people in this world, but how many are devotees? 1% भी नहीं होगा. So everyone is hankering for what? They are waking from sleep. They are going to office 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours. They are doing hard work. They are again coming nidre diyeto tak beave no chhawayo. Diva chorta arajan kurumbo karana. They are wasting this whole life by maintaining relatives which has no work, because in third canto maybe read Atmajaya Sudagara Kushudravina Mondushu. So they are just political mindset. In front of us, they are showing us that they are happy in our happiness, but behind us, they are very envious to us. So what the need of these so-called relationships and wasting our valuable time to maintaining them? So that after that, Prahlad Maharaj was saying that I'm not showing. Yeah. So Prahlad was telling that you should not atmo na kartabam. I missed the one of this verse. That this is not a duty of us to yato ayurveda param, to expense this limited lifespan which is meant for to make relationship with the Lord and go to the deathless world where there is no suffering. We should not expense this valuable lifespan for these mere things. That after that, Prahlad Maharaj instructed a very nice thing to his classmates. It's actually, I love this sloka very much. What is it? Pungsham varsha shatam hiyayum tadattam cha itatmana nishpalo jadasha ratram shaitannam prabhitatamah mugdasya valya kasharei kirti jati vinshati jarayagrasta dhayasya jatiya kalpasya vinshati. So what he was saying, see, our lifespan is 100 years only. But if from these 100 years, one sleep for 12 hours in a day, so what lifespan remaining for him? Only 50 years. And even from this 50 years, he is expensing his valuable time. Mugdasya valya kushore kirati jati vinshati. By playing, by doing romanticism, by doing politics. Mugdasya valya kushore kirati jati vinshati. Jaya agrasya dayasya jatiya kalpasya vinshati. And without any planning, by doing nonsensical activities, he is consuming another more 20 years by his jore agrosto deha. So how many times is remaining? How much here now? 10 years. Because from 100 years, he slept for 50 years. For remaining 50 years, 20, 20, 40, he also wasted. Now 10 years. Dura rupena kamena mohena cho boli asa. Ebong driyeshu shakteshu pramateshu upajatihi. And last 10 years also, what he is doing? He is dura rupena kamena mohena cho boli asa. By his last, by his sense enjoyment, he is very much indulged in family life that he forgot. Like when a bumblebee, it started to suck honey from lotus, he forgets that now this is the time of sunset. It will close down now. He is very indulged, very intoxicated in his activities, and he welcomes his death. That's like that. We are also welcoming our death. So Prahlad was telling, you should be very careful about this. Don't waste this time. This human life is very important for making relationship with Lord. Otherwise, you will suffer in the long run. And more, you are getting indulged. Who can avoid the sweet words of his children? Who can forget the embrace of his wives? Who can neglect the relationships with the friends, with the peers? And the more one indulges in it, the more one forgets his purpose of this life. And last I told that we should not do much prayasa for this. And even we learned from Pritumar's section, he was telling, Boram Bibatat Borat Isharat Buddha Patham Brinite Kuno Victriat Munam Yenarakana Mupisanti Dehinam Tani Shekovella Patebrin. Hey Lord, I don't want these things. I don't want liberation. These things, these material things can be attained easily in the hellish planet also. I don't know why these fool people are hankering for these benedictions from you. They are very much dull-headed. I don't want this. So Prahlad was also going through this line. Sadhu, Shastra and Guru, they are always in a similar mindset. And forgetting our main purpose and running after this sense gratification is like buying spectacles by selling eyes. Okay, so what's the need of a nice sunglass when I have no eye to see? So this sense gratification is like that. We are losing the greatest chance which has been given to us. This life is like a boat to deliver from this material ocean, Bhavasamudra. But what we are doing, we are giving a high cost for a very cheap things.
5 more minutes.
Yeah. So we should keep in mind always that we are in an exam hall. But this exam hall is very peculiar exam hall. Because in every exam hall there is a specific time. But this exam hall, no specific time. Anytime the last being can read. And the examiner will take your paper. So the sincere student means he will be very sincere from the very beginning of the exam time. And he will try to write full answer by this time. And in this peculiar exam hall, so how concerned we should be. We should have to be. We should be very concerned. Otherwise, anytime the last bell can ring. We may think we are youth. I have enough time. Yesterday I was lecturing, hearing one lecture where His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj, he was telling, even a 5 years old boy, we ask how old you are. how old you are. He is also old. There is no one old. He is 5 years old, someone is 10 years old, but everyone is old. So there is no time. Otherwise, at the last, we have to say by lamenting, বার্ধক্যে এখন উপায়বিহীন কাঁদিয়া কাতরতি না বুঝিয়া তোরে দিন বৃথা গেল এখনো কি হবে গতি। শিল ভক্তিনাথ ঠাকুর। জয় জগদীশ শিল প্রভুপাদ কি জয়।
হরে কৃষ্ণ। Hare Krishna Sankiran Gaur Prabhu. Thank you for your bold class. So you mentioned so many examples, very nice examples, and your voice also very good. So I am thinking, just as oil wisher, so the audience should be considered that this class is very perfect for newcomer who are youth. Plus you are giving class a one-time class. So as a devotee, how can we use after coming devotional life every moment we can use for the more advancement in Krishna consciousness? That's focus some needed there because this class is very perfect for the newcomers. And another things I was thinking that we are all guilty people here sitting and your voice is like threatening us and I am screaming, becoming afraid because you are so telling so because the tone sometimes should be up, sometimes should be sweet, sometimes should be balanced. Always in one level, maybe sometimes I didn't just I heard like this back feedback. So yeah, and you mentioned so many verses and those who are not in our sheet, in our verse list. You memorize more verse from the section of Prahlad was teaching to his friends. It's very nice. You given time to this. So my this is my comments and no question. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So at first, there's nothing new in devotional life. We have come in devotional life, but we are forgetting our real goal. Once in a class, our Guru was telling us that we have to ask us always why we have come in this devotional life and what we are doing. Sometimes even in this renunciate life also, we are sometimes becoming very whimsical. After coming also, we dedicated our life, but even for myself only, I am now, even still now I am wasting my time. So there is nothing new. By remembering these sections more and more, hearing more and more, we can be in right line. So that's why we have to hear this. There's nothing in this devotional life. It's my just by your question, I'm sorry for my voice. Actually, it's inborn. My voice is very high. I'm trying my level best.
No, I am not just
No,
opposing you.
it's okay.
I learned from Bhakti Bhagavad Mother that you should focus on audience. That who are the audience sometimes.
Yeah.
Just
Thank you. Thank you.
Should I tell? I think it is also my opinion, as Prabhuji was giving his opinion. Opinion or what I think that like if we have any doubt after hearing, we can ask question or we can appreciate what we like. But if there is some correction, teacher can show or teacher can correct and teacher can guide. I think we should not find fault. I think it is my thinking only.
comment or feedback like this.
Hare Krishna, I can see you a very good preacher. So, if you can modulate your voice and study very good, then I think you can do great wonders. There is no doubt. Because you can remember so many shlokas, you can connect, and from your inner voice you can understand how much compassion you have for others. So naturally you can become a very good preacher. And other things which Prabhuji said, it's all right, and we can improve on this as the time happens. But this was a good presentation. So nothing more.
Hare Krishna. So thank you, Prabhu. Nice this topic, importance of human form of life. So this topic Prahlad is preaching for new people only, basically. And here, like some presentations when we are there, some topics it may be they are discussing for like within the audience to relish, and some topics it may not be like the topic title itself may in general apply for everyone. It need not restrict to only our people. So in that sense also it is okay. So both ways we are not restricted that we should speak only to current here audience, but in general that is also little better because we are discussing inside. So but we can clarify that. So that is one thing. As you mentioned, you have nicely brought out all the wonderful points from Prahlad life, and especially Prahlad is more compassionate, personified. That's why he is kind of preaching in that sense. So, regarding regarding giving feedback, in that sense, it's okay to give feedback, like little bit more kind of giving what can improve. Feedback, I think previously also we discussed. Whenever we give feedback, we kind of appreciate kind of thing, and like we genuinely want that person's benefit, and then we give that. Sandwich from so, but basically the main important thing is to wanting the benefit of the person, genuinely wanting to improve. So, in that sense. But we have to, we can give that offline also, and also like basically learning to know how to give that feedback. That also can help us. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.